Well, hello and welcome back. Thank you for coming back. Today, well, we're in downtown Ayia Napa and, well, we've got ourselves two of these electric trike scooters. Not trikes, are they? They're scooters. And we're going to go for a little bit of a wiggle and a waggle around. Let's set it up. It's on the medium speed. Christine, what do you think?
First of all, hello everybody. How nice to see you again and again. It's so nice. But when you stand and not moving, you cannot keep the balance. Well, you can't. But
shall we go for a wiggle and a waggle?
Yeah, why your ears are going?
It's because my hat is slipped down, so my ears are wiggling and waggling either side, obviously. Let's try and adjust the hat. There we go. There we are. Is that better, Chrissy? Yeah? Shall we go for a wiggle and a waggle?
Yeah.
Right, come on then. Stick with us. We're going to try and film and ride an electric scooter at the same time. Here we go. And we're off. Let's see if we can get the rear end of watching Ayia Napa Cyprus. There she is. There we are. That's it. So where are we? Well, we're in downtown Ayia Napa. That's where we are. And we've come to a beach area. And you've got the Las Mari Beach Bar there, which obviously closed up because we're in December. But it's a very, very nice looking little beach, that's for sure. Have a look at that. Ooh, it's not easy to ride one of these and film at the same time. And when there's cars coming the other way, that's for sure. So stick with us. We're going to go that way and get out towards the main road. So stick with us. I think Ayia Napa Cyprus is coming up the rear end. Come on, Ayia. There she is. Absolute nutcase on a two-wheel scooter. And what a great rear end view that is. Look at that sky. That sky's blue. We know the sea's blue. I'm dressed head to toe in blue. And to be honest, Ayia Napa Cyprus is wearing a lot of blue. Get on the cycle lane, Ayia. That's where we go. We're allowed to go on the cycle lanes. So let's try and stick to the laws. Here we go. Come on, Ayia. Absolutely spectacular day in downtown Ayia Napa today. We're on the outskirts, if you understand. We're in the Nessie Beach area, and there goes the rear end of watching Ayia Napa Cyprus again. Now, if you like what you see, hit the like, click subscribe. Please come back for a little bit more of our madness, because what you're seeing is an idiot in a blue hat with a pair of sunglasses who just happens to have captured the heart of the most beautiful woman in the world. And of course, her name is Miss Ayia Napa Cyprus. And she's got a very, very nice jumper indeed. So we're on one of the exterior cycling paths coming in towards the Nessie Beach Resort. That's where we're coming if you want a bearing. You've got the Cristofiana Resort just over yonder. Yes, Ayia Napa Cyprus. Yes.
How should I annoy? I should annoy.
Come and tell us what your opinion is. What do you think?
Well, first of all, I would like to say, yes, they are very good. When you want to see many, many things in a short period of time, it gives you a chance and opportunity to do it. But you have to be very well aware that it's plenty of danger on the way, as like the cars and other scooter drivers and many other things that you cannot predict while you are riding it. But the rest is not too bad. They are very, very comfortable, and as I said before, giving you the chance to move and to see more places in a short period of time. I think we just have to be very careful, and if you know, I had in my childhood something similar, but of course not electric, and I was like that.
There we go, off she goes again. That's Ayia Napa Cyprus off on her travels. Let's go and see if we can catch us up, because obviously anyone who's ridden these understands you have to give it a bit of a kick start. That's why they're called kick scooters. So we're off on our travels, This, I think, is called Lara Beach area, if you're understanding where we actually are now. And just over yonder is the Nessie Beach Hotel and Resort. That's the Nessie Plage Resort. And of course, that's the rear end of Misochin Grasivi Alabooth. Now, I think these scooters really are great fun and a great way for us to be able to get around, because we understand we need to cover great areas to be able to share with you some of the beauty and the spectacality of the area of Cyprus. And obviously, as we travel to other places, the idea in our minds at the moment is to buy 2 of these electric scooters. And of course, we can carry them around with us in the boot of the Mercedes and get them out whenever we fancy. Whiz over there, make a video, whiz over there, make a video, if you understand us. So we're renting them this weekend to try them out to see if we like them. So far, I think it's a plus, but I do understand there are some negatives. I'm not stupid, well, I am actually. But I do understand that the Gumbarus in blue, slowly but surely around the world, are beginning to fall out of love with these little things, because of course we've got idiots like me racing around on them. But at the moment in Cyprus, well, the Gumbarus in blue are quite lax with everything, to be honest. But they're not too bothered about these little scooters. There's Grasivi Alabooth. Now, if you understand, if you've ever ridden one of these, I am controlling the accelerator, but of course I can't control the brake because I'm actually filming.
I was going to say, Mr. Paul,
Get into this lane, Grasivi. Grasivi, get into this lane, because there's a cyclist coming, Grasivi Alabooth, and it's a 2-way highway, if you understand me. There we go. Well, cyclists don't seem to like us, but then cyclists don't seem to like anybody, do they? I'm not trying to insult cyclists. I understand that perhaps some of our subscribers are cyclists, but cyclists don't have much respect for anybody else in the world. It seems to be they can go through red lights, but cars can't, which they shouldn't, but then neither should the bike. They can go down one-way streets, and according to the laws anyway, we are allowed to go on the cycling lanes on an electric scooter, provided there is a cycling lane, and we're also allowed to go on the main roads as long as we do not go into an area that exceeds 50 kilometers an hour. Although there are certain pedestrian areas, if they are marked with signs, where we are not allowed to go. But of course, as I've said, this is Cyprus, so those laws are pretty lax, shall we say. Let's go and have a word with Grasivi Alabooth and see what she's got to say.
Like to say, Mr. Paul, well done you. How you can manage to drive and how you can manage to film at the same time, I don't really know, because I'm struggling to hold this thing and at the same time not to be falling down, at the same time to see something around me, because if you understand, I'm mostly concentrating on my driving way, because I don't want to damage my whatever parts of the body. Whereas Mr. Paul, he does it so professionally, and if you understand, he does it for the first time. Well done, you.
Well, I would say the filmography is probably diabolical and the riding is not very good. The 2 cyclists were scared by me, that was for sure. And they just come back again. They understood there's a lunatic on a scooter with a blue hat and sunglasses for some reason, and he hasn't got his hand anywhere near the brake. So that's my problem. I've got to come up with a way to be able to film and ride at the same time and twizzle the camera and talk and do all those things. But I still think they're a great idea, and I think that I might invest a couple of thousand of my euros and buy 2.
Do you think are they a couple of thousand for 2 now?
They're about 800 euros a pop for these good ones.
Right.
Yeah.
I think
there are cheaper ones, yeah, but
yeah, when you live in a megapolis and you want to park somewhere, it's no problem with that.
Yeah.
When you want to go somewhere shortly, and remember, you, and I don't want to insult anybody, you have to be a little bit less or more athletically done. And I'm not gymnast.
You're not a gymnast, no.
No, I'm not the, but you know, I've been always a tomboy, and I've been always in my childhood trying to do what the boys doing, and I always wanted to be looking like them. And I mean, you have to be a little bit brave maybe, Yeah, not necessarily to be that slim ballerine woman. I'm talking about the women now, and you can give an advice and your opinion to the men, because obviously you are a man. But I would like to say that it's a very exciting thing to be on this
Scooters, e-scooters they're called.
scooters, and seeing more and more things. It
Yeah.
just allows you to.
Yeah, I think the plan in our mind is, as I was saying earlier on, is to buy 2 of these so that we can park up somewhere and cover so much more ground so much faster. We probably won't be doing that much filming on them as we ride them, if you understand, but we would ride somewhere, make a film, and then ride somewhere else and make a film. That's the thinking. And of course the parking problems have gone away. We don't need to get a smart app in order to be able to pay, like what's happening in Paphos at the moment. That's not in Ayia Napa. And there's Gracivia Labouf's rear end racing around in a car park. Have a look at that. But like she was saying, if you're going to buy one of these or rent one of these, please be very careful and set it into perhaps the lowest speed and lock it on that speed, because if you come off, well, you may have forgotten when you were younger when you fell off your bike, but it did bloody hurt. And it'll be exactly the same on this as well. And again, as I keep saying, don't watch us too much, because we don't have much respect for other people. But if you are on one, please obey the rules. Please don't pull out in front of cars and buses and that kind of thing. Anyway, it's that time. If you like what you see, hit the like, click subscribe. Please come back for a little bit more of our madness. Gracivia Labouf.
And I'll say one more thing, if you allowed me. Listen, now, for example, we want to have a drink somewhere there, very close where we are. So it's no trouble at all to leave these little things, to tie them, or just to have them near your table, have a drink, have some snack, and go further down.
Yeah, this is true. So it's a great way if you're on holiday to move around. If you're wondering where we got these ones from, very nice chappie. His name was Yanni. He was a Cypriot original, as he said, but he spoke perfect English. I even suspect that he's lived in England for many years. His operation is called the Paradise Kiosk. It's on a corner off the main drag, about 100 metres off the main drag in the main centre. Keep going past McDonald's, keep going, and on your right hand side you'll come across a massive souvenir shop, and that's called the Abacus Sweets, and he's on the opposite corner there. So it's a kiosk, souvenir shop. There's 3-wheel trikes, there's 2-wheel scooters. He also does hire cars and all that sort of stuff. He did us a great deal without us even trying to argue with him. So if you want to get one of these or a 3-wheel trike, go and see Yanni at the Paradise Kiosk. Gracivia Labouf.
And I would like to tell you many thanks for watching. Thank you again and again for your time and love. We are loving you too. And please don't forget to come and see another of our madnesses. Many kisses and bye-bye.
Thanks for watching.